Alright, so references preferred location controls whether peek references or find references is invoked when selecting code lens references. And you have two options here, peek, which means show references in peek editor, or view, which shows you a new view, and I'm going to show you how that works. So now this setting pertains to code lens, and it only really matters when you actually click it, not when you invoke code lens from the keyboard. So you can invoke code lens from the keyboard by pressing, actually let me enable screencast so that you can see my key presses. So if you press Shift F12, this is code lens. We're seeing all references to this interface in this case, right? And then you can just press escape. Now, this setting right here pertains to what happens when you click the code lens reference, the code lens link. So that means if you use the mouse. And for this to work, we actually need to search for editor code lens and go to the setting right here and activate this so that the links show up. By the way, this setting doesn't control whether code lens works or not. It just controls whether it shows up or not as links, like so. So let's go back to that setting we were on. So, no, my bad. We were on references. There we go. Okay, so the setting controls what happens when you click this. So it's set to peek, right? So if you click it, you will open the peek editor and then you can close it by pressing escape. If you set this to view and then you click it, it's going to open this view. But if you close that view and you try opening it with your keyboard, it's still gonna open the peek view. So that setting only pertains to what happens when you click this code lens reference. Now, I don't like these code lens links or references to be here because it makes the code more sparse and less clean, in my opinion. And you can still access everything by just pressing the Shift F12. So I'm going to leave this setting with peek so that the behavior is consistent, meaning whether you use the keyboard or you click it, the same thing will happen. So it will open the peek editor, but either way, I will still want this setting to be set to false so that the code is a little bit cleaner, right? Let's get back to it. No, I missed it. There we go. So I'm going to leave the setting set to peek.